Hey guys, Mark from Rams up here. You, just like me, are probably still recovering from this loss to the 49ers. Rams go down 24-9 on Monday Night Football. And, it's interesting. I'm not really that devastated by this loss. The Rams really didn't deserve it. 49ers did, to be honest with you. And this would have been a devastating loss for them. And they came out and made sure they got the win. They did everything right, did all the things they needed to do to beat the Rams on offense and defense. And it's a banged up Rams team. Niners are banged up, but the Rams, they're really banged up along the offensive line. They don't have Van Jefferson. So you probably should have saw this coming. Rams just didn't deserve it. That's the bottom line. And so what do they need to do? They need to go out and they need to get right, beat the Cowboys, beat the Panthers, get healthy, come out of that bye week and hammer these 49ers next time out. A game that'll be even more important. So keep your chin up, Ram fans. Not a good showing, but it's almost explainable. Check out my podcast. It's already dropped. I go through the things that I think went wrong for the Rams and, what they need to fix. And the biggest thing, of course, is lack of creativity on offense. I'm not going to talk about the injuries. They got to get beyond that. But aside from the injuries, they need to get more creative on offense. And they need to find a way to get some bigger plays, obviously. But it's a tough 49er defense. So can't bang on the Rams too much as many injuries they're dealing along the offensive line, not having Van Jefferson and not getting Brandon Powell involved. Why didn't they get Brandon Powell more involved? He's one guy that can create some issues for that 49er defense aside from Cooper Kupp, obviously. And he got the one touch and that was it. Really confused about that. I will tell you about my fearsome four big plays of the game that really decided this. If these four plays turn out a little bit differently, Rams might have won this game. Rams might have been able to steal it. The first, of course, was that 32-yard gash by Jeff Wilson that put the Niners up 7-3. And then that near miss by Darion Kendrick that turned into a 57-yard catch and run by Deebo Samuel. That was one of my keys. Don't let Samuel get away like that. So that was killer. And another thing that really hurt the Rams, my third big play was Stafford missing Higbee on 1st and goal from the 7. They connect, and he was open. He would have scored. It could have been a really different game. This is a game the Rams could have stolen, and that would have been so big, so devastating for the 49ers. Not a big loss for the Rams, in my opinion, and maybe that's why it's not as painful as some other losses. They're 2-2. Everybody in the division is 2-2. Rams came into this game super banged up, and they lose, still locked up with the rest of the teams in the NFC West at 2-2. Not the end of the world. And my fearsome big play number 4, of course, was the pick 6. Rams still had a chance after that missed field goal, still had a chance to steal a win, drive down the field, score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, but it wasn't happening. So all said and done, poor showing by the Rams. It's understandable. Niners backs were against the wall. Rams were extremely banged up. No excuses. They didn't deserve it. Niners did. But I'm not putting too much weight on this result. Rams need to get healthy, get squared away, get a little more creative on offense, and they'll be okay. And most importantly, let's bounce back with a win against the Cowboys. So check out that podcast. It's already out there. A lot more details on this game, a lot more notes, a lot more opinions. And back at you later in this week for another podcast drop. We'll preview that Cowboy game, of course. Here's a word from our sponsor before we get out of here. Hey guys, Mark from Rams Up here. I've spent the last couple of weeks telling you about Manscaped's Weed Whacker. I'm going to shift gears here and start telling you about their Lawnmower 4.0, which, by the way, is part of their Pocket Rockets package, their best valued package ever, which includes a Weed Whacker along with a couple of other things. A lot of people don't realize This is excellent for facial trimming, your beard, your mustache, your neck. I like it because you keep it in the recharger on the vanity. When you need it, you just grab it. It's waterproof. You jump into the shower. No messy cleanup, no sweeping the floor and cleaning up the vanity afterwards. Put it back in the recharger and you're good to go. It's got a little headlight on it too. So if you are using the mirror, it helps you see any spots you might have missed. You can really tell the quality just holding this thing in your hand. So got to get your hands on one of these. Highly recommend it. This has got to be a Super Bowl winning roster, but don't take my word for it. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code RAMSUP. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use code RAMSUP. Manscaped, for turning your player into an MVP, and that includes your beard and mustache, guys. So check it out, the Lawnmower 4.0 at manscaped.com.